Hi everyone. So Sri Lanka spoiled the party of Afghanistan completely. We just saw hardly an hour ago. It was a very comprehensive victory for the island nation because Kusal Mendes he played a very calm and composed knock, like 70 odd runs and having a strike rate of only 110, 120. It shows that they have the mental application to succeed in Abu Dhabi and against Afghanistan as well. See, 170 was a competitive total, I would say, but there was due. The ball was spinning, but the wicket wasn't that much deteriorating and all that stuff. So Afghanistan needed scores around 1 200. So even when they were in a precarious position in the first innings, they really did well. Nabi hit five sixes in an over, the 20th over to Vela Lage. It was quite a comprehensive victory still for Sri Lanka. So we will talk about this game with our panels. On my left hand side, in the black shirt, there is Ayan Chatterjee, and below me there is Anup sir and Ayush Shekhar. आयुष शेखर क्या लगता है आपको? मतलब अफगानिस्तान को बहुत जोरों से झटका लग गया, मतलब ये झटका बहुत बुरा है। मतलब एक्सपेक्टेशंस तो ये थे कि ये जीतेंगे एशिया कप, लेकिन ये तो पहले राउंड में बाहर हो गए।
कहीं ना कहीं हेलो सब पहले सभी को कहीं ना कहीं इनको झटका उसी वक्त लग गया था जब ये लोग ट्राई सीरीज हारे। अब इस ग्राउंड पे अगर आप देखें तो 170 रन पहली बार बने। इससे पहले 140 की इर्द गिर्द बन रहा था। नहीं, शायद दूसरी बार बने, बड़ा शायद हांगकांग के अगेंस्ट बना था। और यहाँ तक देखा जाए तो श्रीलंका ने बहुत ही अच्छा बैटिंग किया। कहने को तो वो जिम्बाब्वे से डायरेक्ट यहाँ आए, फिर भी उनका मैच लेट स्टार्ट हुआ। लेकिन फिर भी वो कहीं से तीनों मैच में ऐसा नहीं लगा कि वो थोड़े से थके थके से हैं। क्योंकि जिम्बाब्वे कहाँ, ये मिडिल ईस्ट आने में कितना टाइम लगता है, जेट लैग, एक्लेमेटाइज होना कंडीशन में। तो कंसिस्टेंसी जो है श्रीलंकन क्रिकेट की बहुत अच्छी है। वहीं अफगानिस्तान इसी कंडीशन में अपनी ट्राई नेशन भी खेला है। इतना ही टोटल आप पाकिस्तान को भी दिए थे उसी ट्राई नेशन में, यूएई को दिए थे, वहां आपने अच्छी बॉलिंग की, यहाँ आप चूक कर गए। सबसे बड़ी गलती क्या हुई इनसे? इनको बांग्लादेश के खिलाफ वाले मैच में जीत जाना चाहिए था, लेकिन ये वहीं बेवकूफी कर दिए। अगर जीत जाते तो आज का मैच इनके लिए कुछ नहीं था, दोनों में से कोई भी हारता तो भी सुपर फोर की बर्थ फिक्स थी इनके लिए।
Yes, the credit should go to Sanat Jesoria, the head coach, and Asalanka as well. Because Asalanka in the press conference had said that he's still feeling sleepy. He had said that statement. So it was quite mental fatigue. Is there physical fatigue? तो होता ही है, but mental application and everything. But still, Sri Lanka, see, they have a what to call a template. Like the one of the opener will play the entire 20 overs, whether it's Nisanka or it's Kusal Mendes. So Kusal did that job and he did it quite comfortably. And Asalanka also played a good knock of 70 runs in 12 balls. The finishing touches coming to Mendes as well. So many left-handed batters Sri Lanka had. Still, Afghanistan spinners, Mujib and everyone, they couldn't take wickets. It was quite shocking to see that. Like Afghanistan has got world class spinners, and we have to admit that fact. But still, there are a lot of areas to work. Now, head coach Jonathan Trott and the other Rashid Khan will be saying to the team that we will bounce back, but I don't think it will take a lot of time. Mental application is the key here, mindset issue. Against Bangladesh, they thought, oh come on, Bangladesh to hai samne, आराम से हरा देंगे. In Sri Lanka, they were in at a very dangerous position. Afghanistan's score was 79 for 6 in 12.1 overs. They should be grateful to Mohammad Nabi, who is still playing cricket. He's at the back end, very back end of his career. As the score, we were all discussing like it will be a 120, 130 only, or 140 maximum. That over changed the momentum. But Afghanistan, as I said, they have to sometimes learn to lose as well. You might be the next Asian giant and the current as well, if you say for a moment, but there are a lot of areas to ponder. So, Anup sir, your take on this game. You were supporting a lot of Afghanistan, right? Afghanistan will qualify, but I was very much quite sure that Sri Lanka will qualify and make Bangladesh qualify with themselves.
Yeah, I was sure like Sri Lanka, I said it will 100% qualify because there was no doubt for me that after India, Sri Lanka is the most experience wise, I am saying, after India, Sri Lanka is the most experienced team in the Asia Cup. Afghanistan I was rooting them because they had played all the cricket in their career in these UAE conditions. That's the reason I was rooting for Afghanistan to go to the super force. But saying so, Afghanistan, like they themselves put a foot on the axe. So no one can help that Afghanistan going out in the lead stage versus Sri Lanka. Because Sri Lanka was anyhow coming. And yesterday, as you may know, in the prediction in preview also, I said before saying I want Afghanistan to win that this match would be a 50-50 match. The team which will make more mistakes, that team will lose. And today, as you see, Afghanistan made more mistakes than Sri Lanka. So, for example, I have few numbers in my site. One is like the partnerships. For Afghanistan, only three notable partnerships came. One was 25 of 13 for the first wicket between Durbaz and Atal. Then came Ibrahim Zadran and Rasuli, that was 24 runs. Then final flourish partnerships came between Rashid Khan and Nabi, that was 35 of 30. And Noor Ahmed and Nabi, thanks mainly due to a 32 over carnage by Nabi in the last over, the partnership was 50 of 18, which bailed Afghanistan to a total where their bowlers could actually have a go. But for Sri Lanka, what stood for me is the partnership and the number of ball consumed. It's like as Varat sir mentioned, Tulsal Mendis, though he played 74 balls, he only has hit 9 boundaries in that 74 balls. In 74 balls, he only has 10 boundaries, not a single big hit outside the ground. And but he was instrumental in entering the ship for Sri Lanka. Like he made all the partnership very useful. That his partnership, though Nisanta got out on 6 runs, his partnership with Tusal Mendis was 22 of 14 balls, though over mein 22. Then Tamil Mishara, he got out on 4 runs, but his partnership with Tusal Mendes was 25 of 19. Then Tusal Pereira, he got out on 26, but his partnership was 36 ball 45. At that junction, Sri Lanka had already secured a place in Super 4 as they had overcome 101 target which was required for them. Afterwards, Aslanta Tem, he made a tweet fire 17 of 12. But in that Tussal Mendis, he had a partnership of 27 of 21. And then the final flourish by Tamindu Mendis, who was unbeaten on 26 of 13. And his partnership was 52 of 23. What it means like her wicket tele, for every wicket, Sri Lanka was able to stitch at least a partnership in excess of 20 runs. And that was enough in a total like 170. Because in T20, we actually don't look for centuries or 50s. We actually look for impactful partnerships. And that's the reason where Sri Lanka won the match. Because उन्होंने ज़्यादा सिक्स नहीं मारे. Afghanistan hit more sixes than Sri Lanka. But what was the success of Sri Lanka? That they were very much into the game as they were running between the wickets for so many twists. No doubt, the spinners तो boundaries नहीं पार पा रहे. No matter. We will run singles and doubles and we will keep rotating the strike and applying pressure on the Afghanistan bowler. And that was the key of Sri Lanka, which was expected from them because in comparison to Afghanistan, Sri Lanka is the best team out, is the dangerous team only for them. Because actually, even on if people say Afghanistan is the second best Asian team, the reality at the moment is like Sri Lanka is the second best Asian team, not Afghan, because they have already have the experience of winning the Asia Cup 6 times after India, who has won it 8 times. So that's the reason felt that Sri Lanka really had an upper hand in this match. And secondly, during Afghanistan innings too, there was similar pattern in the batting. कि सब आ रहे and मारने जा रहे. No one was means Nuwan Tushara bowled a killer of an overs, 4 overs, 16 runs, 4 wickets. That was like a killer of a bowling. But सब लोग आ रहे, be it Durbaz, be it Zadran, everyone was coming and were going to hit the ball. What's the use? हर बॉल पे मारते अब 20 overs में 20-20 बनाओ दे तो 120 जाएगा. Someone has to stabilize the innings also. That was the missing in Afghanistan. Means Zadran made 24, but when it was required for him to wait and enter the inning, and Mohammad Nabi Tamin alongside him, and then hit as he hit in the last over, Zadran got out. It was thanks due to Rashid Khan, who with his unorthodox shots then started applying counter attacking on Sri Lankan bowlers, made in a 20 run, and which gave time for Nabi to settle in, and then Nabi had a tractor of them in the last 2 overs. So that changed the complexion. At least gave some runs or the momentum to Afghanistan by bowling. But their bowling and they're not able to break partnerships hurt them a long way. As they Sri Lanka along with themselves took Bangladesh also into the super force. So it's great sign for Sri Lanka that they are the unbeaten. Only, up till now, they are the only unbeaten team in the league stage. India obviously will be tomorrow the second unbeaten team. Advance into super force because Oman can beat India. That's and that's 1,000% sure. So great. Let's see now how Sri Lanka takes this momentum forward into the super force because there now they have to face the likes of Pakistan, Bangladesh, and giants India. So let's see how Sri Lanka takes it forward. That's my take on the whole match. Partnership was the key today.
Yeah, like Afghanistan, they lack the what do you middle overs phase. They need to be rotate the strike and do all the things. But literally, it wasn't expected that Afghanistan will not qualify for super first stage for all the fans and everything. But it is said no that श्रीलंका बहुत पुराना चावल है. वो इतने आसानी से गिव अप नहीं करने वाला था एंड लुक श्रीलंका इज नॉट अ टीम इन ट्रांजिशन नो डाउट दे हैड अ वेरी बैड कपल ऑफ years but they have bounced back and everything happened but like let's talk about a bit about Sri Lanka's that new experimentation like Kamila Mishra has got into the squad. They also Dinesh Chandimal can also play, but Jiswar is not interested as of now in him. So Ayan, I would like to ask, like when there's so much hype for a team like Afghanistan to win, even Crickbuzz had put an article and said that this is the perfect time for the glory and everything. The other nations like Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, were saying to themselves, "Oh, really? We are working here since last 20 to 30 years, huh? Still, you're not calling us the second best Asian team." So, my question is this so called hype by the social media, by the cricketers, or any other cricket media agencies that directly hurt Afghanistan a lot. They got the inner motivation. Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, come on. Now let's defeat them. Because I'm telling you one example. What happened in India versus New Zealand Test series in 2024? New Zealand's wicketkeeper batter had said that in the television it was showing that it will be 5-0, 5-0, that India will win everything, everything. That motivated New Zealand to defeat India by 3-0. And that has happened with same with Afghanistan. Like you are expecting them to win Asia Cup, and that expectations now are so badly hurt that you're not even qualified for the second round. So I would like to just conclude by saying this that the media know that they are doing a negative role here for the other teams, like they are motivating you that the inner soul motivation is coming out of you because no doubt Afghanistan will win ICC tournament in the next 10, 20, or sometimes that, but now only you're saying that no, 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 no. I would say Afghanistan is to be blamed for themselves as well, the way they played. Jonathan Trott was very optimistic that they can win, but it didn't happen. But it's complicated. I would say Afghanistan go back to the drawing board. So your take, like
So, for Afghanistan's point of view, see, we all thought that they will make it to the Super Fours. I never thought they will win the Asia Cup, to be honest, but I thought they'll definitely make it to the Super Fours, or they'll be there and thereabout. But when you're in the group of death, anything can happen. Any of the two could have made it, and Afghanistan was the one who missed out this time. I think it's a reality check for Afghanistan. They have been brought down to earth and to say where they actually belong. I mean, all the social media, and it's not Afghanistan's fault that all the social media were calling them the second best team in Asia after India, which is absolutely very false. I mean, look at the Asia Cup records and look at the pedigree. I mean, after India, the second best Asian team, and that's why Sri Lanka was motivated today, I think, to put in a clinical performance. Like, okay, you're calling Afghanistan second best Asian team. We have won 6 Asia Cup titles ourselves, and we are the defending T20 champions, if you may call it 2022. And we are calling Afghanistan, who have not even made the finals of any Asia Cup events, and you're calling them second best team just on the basis of the 2024 T20 World Cup, where Afghanistan made the semis and the other Asian teams, apart from India, didn't do well in that event. I agree. But that is not the criteria to just make someone second best team in the world. It's a reality check for Afghanistan. See, the Afghanistan problem is always with the batting, always middle order batting. We always said it in the two squad analysis. Middle order batting looking very brittle, and the top three had to fire to get them to a score. Today, Mohammad Nabi fired, and that's why they got to 169. Otherwise, they would have struggled to get to 120, 130. They were 79 for 6 at one stage. We know that. So the batting is a struggle. And then when the pressure was on, game was on the line, when they got to 169, which was a good score, maybe not a winning score, it was a competitive total. The bowling totally let them down. I mean, Rashid Khan bowled well, but didn't pick a wicket. He was economical. Mujib, Rahman, Fazakul, Mujib played this game today, by the way, in place of Allah Ghazavner. That was a change that they made. And then you look at Mujib, you look at Fazalak Faruqi, you look at, I think, Omarzai, Noor, they all went for runs. They just couldn't control the runs. So the strength became their weakness today for Afghanistan. When the pressure was on the line, they totally collapsed. They couldn't handle it. If they can't handle pressure in such in these kind of games, how can they be called the second best team in Asia? I don't understand. It was called by the media and social media and cricket buzz, as you said. But no. They're not the second best team in Asia. They have a long way to go. And the most important thing was, I should not say this, when they were called the second best team in the world, second best Asian team in the world, the team that was irked the most was not Sri Lanka, was not Bangladesh, but it was Pakistan in the tri series. I mean, come on. Pakistan being irked for being second best. Even Pakistan is not the second best team in Asia. They won only 2 titles. The last title was in 2012 under Misbah Ulaq, and the first title was in 2000 under Wasim Akram. That's it. They won only two Asia Cup titles.
No. Under captaincy of Moin Khan.
Yeah, but Wasim Akram played a major role there, 2000. So, yeah. So, 2000, 2012, I mean, long time ago. And they are crying foul that why Afghanistan has been called the second best team in Asia. So, that was very intriguing. But Afghanistan, not even Afghanistan, not even Pakistan is the second best team in Asia. The second best team in Asia is Sri Lanka, experience-wise, performance-wise, everything. After India. That is my view on this. And Sri Lanka deserved the win. They played the better game. They fielded better. They bowled better, and they batted better. Look at the number of wides Afghanistan conceded today. I mean, 15 wides, and 5 wides were given away like hot chocolates by Noor Ahmed. Hot chocolates. They were giving wides like hot chocolate. I mean, come on. You can't do that in international cricket. Not acceptable. So 15 wides, and then all the too many unforced errors. And in the end, I think Sri Lanka deserved the win. And congratulations also to Bangladesh for making it to the Super Fours without even playing.
Yes, there were some Bangladesh supporters in the crowd who wear the Bangladesh jersey. So it's going to be quite fascinating to see who wins the Asia Cup now, because officially first round is ended here, because day after tomorrow, like only tomorrow only, if I say, because it's now 19th only, 19th of September. From 20th only we are starting the Super Four stage. Sri Lanka Bangladesh is the first game, right? If I'm not wrong. We have to check the schedule on that.
Yes, Sri Lanka
But
Bangladesh is the first game.
yeah, so and we should not forget, absolutely not. Afghanistan has UAE as its adopted home venue. This is not an alien condition, not at all. They play their home matches in UAE, because in Afghanistan still there is no 100% clearance that they can play their home games. So UAE is the one, and India also. Sometimes you know that India, Afghanistan, New Zealand test match, it was scheduled, rain came, no test match happened. But it was unacceptable. So there was a kind of arrogance, I would say, from Afghanistan players, that they will win it, and this arrogance has been there since the last couple of years. I would say that we can beat anyone on our day. And no doubt there should be an arrogance, but there's a thin line between arrogance and disrespecting the opponent. They were disrespecting it. And I just don't understand why so many spinners are there. Don't you have fast bowlers? I mean, Azmatullah Omarzai is there. You bring in Noor, you bring in Nabi, Rashid is there. No, no, they got success and everything. Variety is not there, right? You need to have fast bowling all rounders. Gulbadin Naib, don't know why he's not bowling consistently and regularly. He was a part of the team. Azmatullah Omarzai is there. Fazal Farooqi is there. The future is bright for Afghanistan. There's no doubt about it. But this defeat now, like Jonathan Trot, the Englishman, how will he overcome it? Because the people at Afghanistan will be very sad today. Like if they had won today, there would be celebrations on the road. They would have partied. Everything would have happened. Because in Afghanistan, we all know, the US also know that cricket is the only joy for them. There's nothing more than bigger than cricket there. But their journey ends, and I would say there is a lot of hype and unnecessary hype towards Rashid Khan, because Rashid, now what the batters are doing, Kushal Mendis, is that they just play him out. It's a matter of 24 balls. Now we will target 3 to 4 balls to smash boundaries, and rest 20 balls take strike rotation. That is a smart ball, because the Rashid is no longer invincible or something very threatening. Now everyone can pick him with the technology and all these things. He's a wronger and everything. But Bangladesh should be very happy, will be very thankful for the host. वो कहते हैं ना, एक पड़ोसी दूसरे पड़ोसी की मदद करता है, और सबसे पुराना पड़ोसी बांग्लादेशी था, हाँ, अभी अभी नए बने अफगानिस्तान। तो देखते हैं क्या होता है आज का मुकाबला। वी हैव गॉट टुडेस गेम एज वेल, इंडिया वर्सेस ओमान। इट्स अ प्रैक्टिस गेम, there's no doubt about it. Test the bench strength, I would say. Give rest to 7 to 8 people. We'll also be talking about Asia Cup Super 4 stage. So, and as the game goes ahead, like tomorrow only, we will do the video of the pre-match analysis of Sri Lanka Bangladesh. So look, the scheduling, as you said, Anup sir, is very hectic. Like we also are witnessing the hectic schedule. Just imagine what the players will be doing it. You have to accept it. They have multiple players. At least have a 2 to 3 squads who can play cricket continuously. That's the real, what you say, agenda now, the need of the hour. That's it. So thank you everyone. Thank you Ayan. Thank you Anup sir and Ayush Shekhar. So we will be back with the Super 4 stage. अभी तो मजा आ रहा है. Now we will be able to see a lot of close matches. Hopefully, if you ask my prediction, who will win in Super 4 stage, we will close it out by that. I am backing Pakistan to win it. Pakistan cricket team. We will talk about that quickly, guys. Your prediction, and we will close it out. Anup sir, your only prediction, give it. We will discuss
My
it later.
sure shot winner for sure, Super 4 stage is India. Because at the moment there is no team match in India, not even
Yeah,
Pakistan.
yeah, yeah,
And I would be surprised if Pakistan goes through the Super 4 stage. Because the way
yeah.
they are batting, they were batting in the previous matches. I don't think their batting is batting like this in a Super 4 stage would help them any thoughts, even against the light of Sri Lanka or even Bangladesh. So my two teams to the final today only I am saying it's Sri Lanka and India.
Yes, and Ayush Shekhar, and tell your prediction, because Super 4 we will discuss it, no doubt about it. A quick one.
तो इसमें इंडिया ही होगा। जैसा कि अनुप सर ने कहा कि कोई अभी इस वक्त इस पोजीशन में नहीं है कि कोई इंडिया को चैलेंज कर सके। और रहा सवाल पाकिस्तान, उस एक अनप्रिडिक्टेबल टीम थी, है और रहेगी।
Yes,
हमें नहीं
yes.
पता, उनके लोगों को नहीं पता होता कि आज उनकी टीम कैसे खेलेगी, तो हम और आप क्या चीज है।
नहीं, वो तो है। वो पाकिस्तान की स्पेशलिटी है कि वो कोई भी सरप्राइज कर सकते हैं अपने आप को भी। बट आई जस्ट थिंक दैट इंडिया पाकिस्तान शुड बी द फाइनल, सो दैट विल हैव अनदर बम्पर वीकेंड कमिंग अप। सो आई एम योर टेक फाइनल वन।
Okay, prediction. This is where I always hesitate to make predictions, but I think it's going to be India, Sri Lanka, and in Sri Lanka will really run India close. Let me tell you, it's not going to be a straightforward one for India to win. I know India are the dominant side and the favorite to win. India Sri Lanka final, it will be a close game. Sri Lanka will run India close and run India ragged, but I think India will find a way to win it. That is my prediction.
Okay, let's see who wins. Still a long way to go, still more than a week.
Yeah.
28th is the
लास्ट
final.
ईयर लास्ट ईयर पहले में कैसे, मतलब सुपर ओवर तक में नहीं पता था कि इंडिया जीतेगा कि नहीं। तो श्रीलंका बहुत टफ थे।
Yeah, only tough team is Sri Lanka, which will give a tough run in Super Force for to India. So the match on 26 will decide which team is the far better in this Asia Cup at least. Is it Sri Lanka, who are the previous champions of the T20 version of Asia Cup, that is 2022, or India, who undoubtedly will only lose if they have a very bad day on their own. That's
Yeah,
only
yeah.
the problem with India.
Yes.
Otherwise, India losing this Asia Cup will beat India's reputation to higher ground only. Because India can afford to lose Asia Cup now. That's my pre- and that's my take. It's only Sri
Okay.
Lanka who will challenge. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see who wins. In Indian Standard Time, it's more than 1 a.m. now, so we'll all take rest, everyone. And we will be back with the preview of Sri Lanka versus Bangladesh Super 4 tomorrow at the same time, midnight only, close to midnight only. So, thank you everyone for joining. Have a good night, everyone. So, stay tuned with us. We are going to cover lots of cricket. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.